Heat advisory continues this week, and while we had our first taste of 90s today, record highs are likely to fall across many cities come Wednesday.
June marks the start of Pride Month across the country, but this year's Pride may look a little bit different. We're sitting down with the president of Spokane Pride.
We are confident that's what his intent
Was to go join us.
Yes.
Plus, a Washington man was arrested by the FBI on allegations he was boarding a plane to join ISIS. How the years-long investigation started with the tip from a local mosque. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Hello everyone, I'm Regina Ahn. Well, we are expecting those temperatures in the 90s to come the next couple of days.
Let's get straight to meteorologist Thomas Patrick in the Outdoor Weather Center tonight. Thomas, we're talking about potential record-breaking temperatures in our future, yeah?
Yeah, and this has actually been in my forecast since this time last week. We knew the heat wave was coming. We're just in the thick of it now. Even today we hit 90 degrees here in Spokane, even hotter for tomorrow. The heat advisories got expanded for the entire inland northwest as of this morning, kicked in this morning. They'll last all the way through Thursday. And there were the high temperatures from earlier today, up to 90 degrees this afternoon in Spokane. And as I stand here at 11 o'clock at night, it's still 75 degrees from our outdoor weather center, which is incredibly warm for this hour. So obviously not getting all that cold at night, just going to get even hotter during the day tomorrow. Let's walk you through hour by hour. Of course, it's just going to be sunny and hot all day long, and records are just going to fall, not just in Spokane, but several cities across the inland northwest. This should easily be a record breaker for many locations. As for Spokane itself, I mentioned 90 today, going 95 for the high tomorrow, which will break that record by 3 degrees. So this is not by some slim margin. As for Thursday, we're going to be close to that record high territory yet again. So a 3-day stretch of a heat wave for the start of June, but at least we got a little relief from the heat along the way. Coming up, got your details as to when the heat wave comes to an end, as well as a few simple tips to keep you and your family safe through some of these very hot early summer days.
Sounds good, Thomas. Thank you for that. Well, two of the largest utility companies in the state will not develop plans to turn off the power during extreme fire danger. It's a prevention tool used in California and Oregon.
Avista Utilities and Puget Sound Energy say they are taking other measures this season, like removing dead trees, installing weather-resistant power lines, and replacing wood poles with steel ones.
Currently, public safety power shutoff is not in our toolkit.
We recognize that being without power has its own issues with regards to safety.
Last September, strong winds brought down trees onto both utilities' power lines. The fires sparked and destroyed more than 200 buildings in the towns of Malden and Pine City and 7 homes near Bonnie Lake. Right now, much of the state already in a drought, and the utilities are expecting a bad fire season.
Coeur d'Alene police have arrested a suspect in a homicide that occurred yesterday on Coeur d'Alene Avenue near Fernan Elementary School. Police say they got a call about an unconscious male lying in the street, and when officers got there, they found 20-year-old Gabriel Casper with apparent injuries. Police did not clarify what those injuries were. Casper was taken to the hospital where he later died. Detectives from multiple agencies got credible suspect information and arrested 19-year-old Matthew Holmberg at his Spokane Valley home today. This is still an active investigation. We'll continue to update you when we do get more information. Well, a judge has ruled in favor of the city and the festival at Sandpoint in a second lawsuit over the festival's ban of firearms possession at its 2019 festival.
4 petitioners in the case filed a civil complaint last May containing 6 claims. In his decision issued today, Judge Haynes found in favor of the city of Sandpoint and the festival at Sandpoint on all claims, including the festival's ban on firearms possession at its 2019 festival. So it's been an ongoing dispute for some time now, and in an earlier case, the city of Sandpoint was awarded $70,000 to pay for attorney fees after being sued by Bonner County and the county sheriff's office as well. Well, for the first time ever, this year's Spokane Pride Parade and Festival will be held in October instead of its traditional June celebration during Pride Month.
But there are plenty of new opportunities to share and celebrate LGBTQ pride in Spokane this month. Joshua Robinson has that story.
Esteban Heredia, the president of Spokane Pride, gets emotional thinking about the return of this year's Pride Parade and Festival.
As a little kid, I would make my own parades. And so for me, it's always that very first moment of like, all right, we're moving. That for me is always the most emotional piece, the piece that I constantly think about.
But this year's event will return in October, just before National Coming Out Day. And Heravia says everyone's goal is for the event to be completely open to celebrate without restriction. To get there, Spokane Pride is launching several pop-up Pride events this June to also help people get vaccinated.
Our inspiration was the song I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. There's kind of two meanings to it, right? Let's get out of this pandemic, right? Let's come out of it together. Let's work on it together. Let's do everything that we can in our power and in our strength and our beauty and in our visibility to stay proud.
The first event, happening this Saturday on June 5th, will feature free food, gourmet popsicles, musical performances, and a $75 gift to anyone who gets vaccinated. That's right, getting paid to get vaccinated. Another pop-up Pride will happen 1 week later at Grant Park in the Perry District on Friday, June 11th, followed by a rainbow kickball event at Franklin Park on Friday, June 18th. Follow that up with one more pop-up Pride on Saturday the 26th, and Heravia says there's no better way to get Spokane vaccinated and celebrate at no cost to you.
Truly, our hope is to go to where folks are instead of them coming to us. So really, we're looking at it as an opportunity for us to get out into the community, to go where people are, and then to also give them the chance to continue to celebrate their identity.
Joshua Robinson, KREM 2 News.
Well, if you want to attend any of this month's pop-up Pride events, we've got the details all online at KREM.com. Vaccine doses also given out at this Saturday's event will be the Pfizer vaccine.
Well, starting tomorrow, the Spokane Fire Department will have several pop-up clinics at neighborhood fire stations all throughout Spokane. Tomorrow's clinic will be held at the Spokane Fire Department Station 8.
It will be 11 a.m. to 4. They will be offering the Pfizer and also the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. There will be several other pop-up clinics throughout the month, alternating between Station 9, 8, and 17.
Grand County's Health District and top health officer are asking everyone in the county to continue to wear a mask even if they're fully vaccinated. Health officials are asking people to mask up for another 4 weeks in all indoor spaces and outdoor spaces where distancing cannot be assured, and here's why. Vaccine rates in the county are low and COVID case counts continue to be high with 200 cases per 2 weeks. Health officials say they are also concerned about the high rates of hospitalizations and ICU use for both COVID cases and non-COVID cases, meaning there is simply a lot of demand on area hospitals right now.
And Moderna is seeking full FDA approval of its coronavirus vaccine. It's been operating under emergency use authorization until now. The company says they will submit 6 months worth of data for approval in the coming weeks. Pfizer started the same process last month. Well, the investigation continues into the firing of former Spokane Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz. The next steps, the Washington State Board of Health's investigation.
Plus, later on, the FBI says agents arrested a Washington man moments before he boarded a plane to join ISIS. The news is back in just 90 seconds.